Good morning, my dear students. Good morning, all those who are joining with me for taking part class on narration. Today, I will discuss on passive narration. And first, I will try to give you some idea about passive narration. I will use an example how to solve it. There are some rules. Actually, it is rules. It is a system that is something updated to sentence narration, or something clumsy, which is not practiced in sentence narration. It is done in passive narration. So I'll write a passage. I shall try to solve it, and I think students, you will join to I'm writing the passage, that is the narration. So, I have written the sentence. This passage we shall to change into indirect narration. Students, am I heard clearly, and is the screen seen? Okay, student, can you hear me? And also, is the screen seen properly? I want to know, is there any problem? Okay. Okay, I am here from, okay, student, I am just calling you, I am asking you whether I am heard clearly. Everything is clear. Okay, thank you. So the passage is written to change a sentence from direct to indirect. We have practiced it, and it is, we practiced sentence narration, and we also learned what we'll use in the connecting. What we'll use as connecting if the sentence is interrogative sentence or connector, and if the sentence reported speech sentence is a statement sentence, if the sentence is if the reported speech sentence is exclamatory sentence, there is a rule, or there are rules related to this, and to show your expression. Actually, when you ask question, you will try to apply these kinds of word: ask, encourage, demand. When you request someone, you will try to use request, and if you order, you will try to use order, and if it is exclamatory sentence, it is wishing word, then you will wish. That is applicable in passage narration. That is, actually, if some sentence are given here as a passage form, you will use your language to narrate it, so that the audience or the person who is listening to you or hearing to you, he is understood. So we shall try. Here you can see adverb yesterday. So we need to use, and here it is question mark. That is, here it is question mark. Here it is there is an adverb. It is yesterday, and this sentence is interrogative sentence. Again, here you see use of yes. Okay, yes is a reply of a question. So yes is a reply of a question. So you will try to reply this or write some against the question. Again, you have here it is an exclaim sign. What an interesting book it is! It is exclamation sign. So you will follow exclaim, and then wishing sentence. That is, sorry, expression sentence, statement sentence. Again, will you return the book? It is question mark. Now, when you want to change a passage sentence, sentences to indirect narration, first you will try to find out who is speaking to whom. First you will try to find out who is speaking to whom. Be careful about it. So here, Zaman said to me. Zaman and me are talking each other. Remember it is. And it is seen that maybe they are teacher student, but it is not indicated here. So Zaman said to me, Zaman and me are talking each other. Zaman said to me, have you finished reading the book I gave you yesterday? Here, have you finished reading the book I gave you yesterday? Have you finished? It is present perfect tense. And the book I gave you yesterday, it is past indefinite tense. In a same sentence, it is complex sentence. It is a complex sentence, and here there are two sentences. This one is present perfect, another is past indefinite. So you need to notice it. How will you change? I know present indefinite will be present perfect will be past perfect, but past indefinite will be also past perfect. Yesterday, the previous day. Let us try to say to me, have you finished reading the book I gave you yesterday? That indirect narration. Jaman asked me if I had finished. I had finished reading the book. Here you and me reading the book. If I have finished reading the book, I, that is you is I and I is Jaman, he had given me, here he is Jaman, here he is Jaman, okay, he had students, be careful about it. Nothing else. Just sentence passive narration is to I practiced it in the when I taught you sentence narration. Zaman asked. Here conjunction is if or whether. I have written here if. Jaman asked me if. It is present perfect tense, it will be past perfect tense, and you will be me. I had finished reading the book and I gave you. I is here Jaman. He had given me the previous day, yesterday, the previous day. Be careful and be keen about this. Okay. Now, yes, I have finished reading the book, I replied. I means I and me, I as Zaman talking, so I is a person, so I replied that. Now, it is an assertive sentence. Here there is a yes. For yes, my suggestion is that if you get yes, no, why do I write yes? I write yes because I am giving you an answer of a question. And what is the question? Suppose that, have you finished reading the book I gave you yesterday? Yes is the answer that I had finished reading the book which he had given me the previous day. Actually, Jaman asked me if I read the book and I told that yes. Yes means answer of the question. So you will try to write whole sentence. This is the very applicable. But in our books, it is written that I replied in affirmative. I replied in affirmative. In case of yes, I replied in affirmative. But in case of no, I replied in negative. In our country, books are written here. But my suggestion is that if you see that yes, you will try to narrate it. Yes is the answer which he asked me. That is, he asked me whether I read the book. So yes is that I read the book. Okay, now I will write. I will not write I replied in affirmative. I will write I replied that. I replied that. That is, here this sentence is assertive sentence. So conjunction will be that. Here this sentence is assertive sentence. I replied that I had finished reading the book. Reading the book. No need to mention here day. which he had given me the previous day. So here I replied that I had finished reading the book. That is, answer yes means I am writing whole sentence. Only yes no answer will be written this way. Here already answer is given. So I think you have understood what I want to mean. In case of yes or no, don't try to apply a lot of replied in affirmative, replied in negative. Please try to write, I replied that I had finished reading the book. Okay, what an interesting book it is. It is the expression of I. It is the expression of I. I replied that it was so again I added that it was an interesting book, or it was I replied that it was a very interesting book. Then it is I added that or I exclaimed with joy that, don't say exclaimed with joy that, because it is an expression of emotion and it is something exclaimed with joy that, exclaimed. I have already told it that if you see that the repetitive sentence is expression of emotion, so you can express your emotion. I exclaimed with joy that, it was a very interesting book, or it was a very interesting book. Okay, my option, I will wipe the upper part of the board because I don't have any place to write it. Okay, I explained with joy that it was a very interesting book. I wish I would borrow the book earlier. It is also expression of I. So he again added that, or he also added that, I again added that, I again added that, or I added that I wish I would borrow the book the earlier. I wish, remember it is I wish I wished I would, I again added that I wished I would borrow the, I wish I would borrow the book earlier. Borrow the book earlier. I again added that I wished I would borrow the book earlier. Will you return the book to me today? He said. He is Zaman. Here he is Zaman. Zaman again asked, or I think asked, no need to say again, if I means I would, will would be would, I would return the book. I would return the book I would return the book to him today. To me today. To him. Him means Zaman, that day. So this is a passage question. I think you can imagine how can we solve it. It is nothing, just think sentence by sentence and think something coolly. I think you will find a solution. And first you have to identify who is talking by with whom and which tense you will apply. If the direct narration reportive sentence is interrogative sentence or imperative sentence or exclamatory sentence, you will apply the process or your expression that way. Okay, now I want to write another passage. I want to write another passage. Write this way. That I will write the traveler said to the peasant, said to the P-E-A-S-N-T, peasant, comma, quotation, can you tell me the way to the nearest inn? You tell me the way to the nearest inn. Tell me the way to the nearest inn. Question mark. The peasant said yes. The peasant said, P-E-A-S-N-T, said, comma, quotation, yes, I can. Do you want one in which you can spend the night? Do you want, one in which you can spend the night? You can spend the night. Question mark, quotation says. The traveler said, the traveler said, comma, quotation, I don't wish to stay here, there. I don't wish to stay there, but I only want a meal. I only want a meal. Question, quotation says. So here I have written a passage. Here again I have written another passage. Students, those are staying with me today, you have no work to do. Already some students are writing the answer. Okay, thank you. So those who are enthusiastic, those who are those who are interested to join, they are trying to write something. Whether you have mistake or something else, that is not a question. Question is that you are positive, you are trying to learn something, you are a learner. That is the question. The traveler said to the patient, can you tell me the way to the nearest inn? Nearest? The patient says, yes, I can. Do you want one in which you can spend the night? That is, the patient asking the traveler whether he wanted to stay there, spend night. The traveler said, I don't wish to stay there, but I only want a meal. So I think you can understand. Here the traveler is speaking with a patient, একজন কৃষকের সাথে ডিসকাস করছে আর কৃষকের সাথে কনভারসেট করছে. So traveler is talking with a patient. Why? And they are talking, asking question, giving answer. Okay, let us try to write the answer. The traveler asks to the patient. The traveler asked the patient, can you tell the way? Can you tell me the way to the nearest inn? If can you use the traveler? Sorry, you is the patient. Patient. Use patient. So patient is you. So if he P patient, you can write here this way. P মানে patient. If he, can you tell? That is, if he could tell, can would be could. So if he could tell, me is the traveler. So him, here him is traveler. Him is traveler. Can you tell him the way? The way to the nearest inn. To the nearest inn. Sorry, there will be no question mark. It will be assertive sentence. So the traveler asks the patient, if he means patient, if he could tell him here teach traveler the way to the nearest inn. The patient said, yes, I can. Again you have got another yes. Again you have got another yes. Okay, so no question mark. Can you tell me the way to the nearest inn? Can you tell me the way to the nearest inn? In is okay. The patient said, yes, I can. Okay, now the patient is answered that, or the patient replied that he could. The patient, P-E-S, patient replied that yes means he is giving the answer of the traveler. The patient replied that, L-I-E-D, replied that he could. Now you can write here replied in affirmative, but question is that he is writing the yes, that is he is telling he is giving the answer of the traveler. Yes, he could. That is, he could means he could say the way to the nearest inn. Now you need not to write, I think, extend it. You can write replied that he could say, he could tell him the way to the nearest inn. You can write it. I repeat, the patient replied that he could tell him, that is the traveler, the way to the nearest inn. That would be perfect. But I think if you write he could, it is not mistake. So he could, and I can write, he could tell him the way to the nearest inn. But he could means the answer. Okay. Now, do you want one in which you can spend the night? That is, the peasant is asking the traveler whether he wanted to spend the night. So, very easy. The peasant then asked, the peasant, P-E-A, peasant, then asked whether or if, I think whether is perfect here, whether he wanted one in which he could spend the night. He wanted one in which he could spend the night. Spend the night. The peasant then asked whether, asked him, I think him is the traveler, whether he wanted. He means, he is here traveler, whether wanted one in which he could spend the night. This is he, all traveler. Okay. Now, the traveler said, I don't wish to stay there, but I only want a meal. So, easy answer. The traveler replied that, the traveler replied that he wanted that he did not wish, whatever you write, he did not wish. Present tense will be first, present definite will be first. He did not wish to stay there. To stay here. To stay there. He did not wish to stay there, but to stay here, there. But he only wanted a meal. But he, that is traveler, only wanted a meal. Wanted a meal. So this is the system of solving passage narration. This is the system of solving passage narration. I want to draw your attention, students. Those who are here, now you will solve one. I will give you time to solve it, and I think you will perfectly do it. I will write the sorry. Okay, I think you can see it now. I will write a passage, and I think you will join to answer it. I will try to give you an easy sentence. Okay. The type of sentence which I have discussed here, I'll try to give one this way. Okay, the teacher said to the students, have you done the sum Yes, sir. Yes. Replied the student. Good. Said the teacher. I shall give you a sum. I shall give you some sums of same pattern, sums of same type, same type. We shall do it at home, said the student. We shall do it at home. Said the student. I shall do it at home. I shall do it at home, said the student. Thank you. Okay. Okay, the teacher said to the student, have you done the sum? Yes, replied the student. Good, said the teacher. I shall give you some sums of same type. Okay, quotation is finished. I shall do it at home, I think, said the student. Thank you. So students, it is given for you. I think you will join. Good is an expression of emotion, that is the you can write for good. The teacher exclaimed with joy and said that it was good. Sir, done. Good. Sams Paria. Please, would you write it? It is something tough actually to write. Okay. The teacher said to the student, have you done the sum? Yes, replied the student. Good. Here remember, good is an expression of emotion. So for this good you will write exclaimed with joy and said that it was good, and said that it was good, or told that it was good. Done. Nithal Khan. I think you have this ability to do it. Okay, those who have done it, and you have said that you have written that you have done it, and I must be thankful to you, but I'm sorry to say, if you write it in the comment box, that would be something interesting, but it is actually tough to write passage narration in the comment box, when writing this way is not easy at all. Okay, but those who have done it, if you have any limitation or weakness, I think you will solve it. Okay, the teacher said to the student, have you done the sum? Yes, replied the student. So the teacher asked the student, the teacher asked the student, here, have you done the sum? It is present perfect tense. If the reporting verb is past tense, reported speech sentences will be corresponding past. And if the reporting verb is past tense, in indirection, reported speech sentence, present indefinite tense sentence will be past indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect, past perfect, and here it is present perfect, so it will be past perfect. The teacher asked the student if he had done the sum. He had done the sum. If he had done the sum. Yes, replied the student. Done the sum. The student replied that is yes means he had done the sum. That is, he had done the, he means student is to, he had done the sum. Had done the sum. Yes means actually this answer. The student replied that he had done the sum. Good, said the teacher. So the teacher expressed, okay, the teacher asked the student whether they had, actually I have written student, so whether he had, that is Bipul Ranjan Shah, that is student, Sambhavat it is student, my student, it is Vishwajit maybe. Okay, the teacher asked the students if he had done the sum. The student replied that he had done. Oh, wow, very good. Oh, wow. Bipul, that is, I am very much excited. Some students have written correct answer. Wow, I am very much excited to see that. You are quite smart. Wow, good. Some students are really excellent. Really, they are interested. They are very much curious to know. That is like the student. If he had, okay, Devamoy. Wow, he had some. The teacher exclaimed with joy that was good. The teacher again added that he would give him. Some sums of same type. Wow. Oh, you are quite smart. You are quite talented. I shall do it at home, said the student. The student said, thank you, and he thanked him. So I don't want to do it. Actually, it was your task. I just whether they, Ranjan, whether he had done. Remember it is. The teacher said whether he had done, not they had done. Vipul Ranjan, this something mistake here. Not they, he, because I have written thy student, not students. Remember it is. So subject is the student. So you will write he. okay, or she you can write, because the student, whether it is girl or the boy, it is not identified. So actually I need to give you home task, but here I will request you to practice some board question of class 8 if you have 8 book, or to practice to learn the rules of passage narration from your book. Remember, it is. He had done the sum. The student replied that he had done the sum. The teacher explained to Joy and said that it was done. It was. Good. The teacher again said, oh, wow, now it is correct. So you are quite smart. I don't. Okay, I write it. Yes, repeat. Good. The teacher exclaimed with joy and said or told that it was good. That it is narration, so you can say something that it was good. I shall give you some sums of same type. The teacher again said, the teacher again said, again told, said that he would give him, because would and give him some sums of same type. The student replied that he would do it. Remember, it is when you have shall, will, should, would, no need to use past tense of do or verb. Again, so the student said that or told that he would do it at home, and added and thanked his teacher, or thanked him, that is teacher, and thank you, that is thanked his teacher. Am I clear? Many thanks to my beloved student. You are really those who are doing good job. I am really thankful to you. Those students who are not with me, I am very much upset that you are not joining. I'm very much upset that. Okay. So please, students. Okay, I will not give you homework, but I will request you to learn it. Please, to learn and cope with passage narration, because next year in class 8 you will need to learn to practice narration, and it will be very much helpful for you if you think about the problem now, because you have many free time. Narration is something that you have to understand the passage, and if you can understand it, you can catch the main points. It is very much easy to understand passage narration. It is a description of some sentences which are you expressing in indirect narration. Okay, direct narration and indirect narration. We learned passage. Next class, I think I shall try to take another class on narration, and I think it will be easy sentences narration. Okay, in the last line, what is it? The teacher asked the student if he had done the sum. The teacher replied that he had done them. Okay, thank you all for joining with me. I am really helpful to really happy to see some students joining very enthusiastically. And I must say, my guardians, those who are not sending your student to okay, don't need to. I think you can practice it from class 7 books of ours. You don't have class 8 book, I know it. So you can practice narration from class 7 books. Here there are rules changing, and please do it to develop yourself. Good luck all of you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, all my guardians. all my students, thank you. Please wish for me and I will wish for you. Bye.